Hi folks, um, I want to make a little review of my lure making related books that I've gathered through the years, so maybe one or the other fellow fisherman and lure carver could take advantage of my little video. This here is a very nice book, American book, The Complete Book of Tackle Making by C. Boyd Pfeiffer. It's a very thick one. Has how many pages? Well, anyway, it virtually covers every aspect of lure making: bothers, jigs, molds, templates. 1/3 of this book is dealing on rod making exclusively. No color pictures, all in black and white, but it's a very fine book. Has got knot charts, yeah, supplier addresses, hook charts. There's size charts of terminal tackle and blades. It's all the basic knowledge somebody needs to know who wants to be making his own lures or rods. It's a very nice book. Still available in some US shops, or maybe this one is a couple of years old, but they are still selling it anyway. It's a nice book. Alright, here's another one. Not about lure making though. It's Old Fishing Lures and Tackle 5th edition. By now there are some new editions came out. This helped me a lot on making knockoffs of old lures. I made them all by pictures. Here's the lazy eye. I've copied it after these pictures and caught quite a few fish on them. These banana lures, I like them. I didn't copy all the lures inside, only some of them that I was interested in. Anyway, this thing helped me a great deal in my lure making. As you see, it's already worn out. I took it down the workshop many a times. Here's another US book. Also doesn't contain any lure making chapters. Joe Buca's Crankbait Secrets, the first complete guide to fishing with crankbaits. It covers any aspect about crankbait fishing. Black and white, no color, but all is easily explained, easy to understand. I mean, there's a little history chapter as well, particularly interesting for me. You know, of course it's written for the US market, for muskie and bass, but all knowledge, what you need to know about crankbait fishing is in there. And it's a nice write-up. Even me, that English is not my first language, I can easily understand it. I highly recommend this one. Alright, here's another one. The Book of Lures by Charles K. Fox. It came out in 1970 something. Should write it here. 1975. I got this one from an antique outdoor bookstore, Judith Bauman Books, 98 Poundridge Road, Bedford, New York, 10506. Phone 914-234-7543. State of New York. So I have this for many years, but I guess the shop still exists. I did some googling in the internet, So Miss Baumann is trying to get any old books. So if you look for something, you could call in there. I found this book mentioned in the antique, in the old fishing lures book. So her address was there as well. So I got this one because it was recommended in that collector's book. Actually the book is about old type lures, black and white pictures, but what I've enjoyed most is the do-it-yourself chapter here, homemade lures. So explains a handful of old-fashioned lures. Here's the whirligig. I made my own knockoffs and it turned out to be a very successful pike lure. Made a few of these old rush tangos as well. Lovely old lures. Got the ideas from this book. I like it. Right. Here's one. Luremaking, the Art and Science of Spinnerbaits, Buzzbaits, Jigs and Other Lead Heads by A.D. Livingston. This book deals on, well, the title says, all lead head lures, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits. If you want to build such kind of lures, I could recommend this one. No crankbaits there, no topwater lures, exclusively lead heads. Well, it's a nice one. Here's another one. Sadly the outer sleeve is missing. The Complete Book of Lurecraft by Russ Money. Also an old book, came out copyright 1987. Not that old. I got it from Judith Bauman Books as well. American book, of course. So here the author, Mr. Money, describes how to build quite an array of lures. Quite simple. There are some models in here. I've adapted them to my own methods. He's doing through wires here, so I find it complicated to poke a piece of wire through long bores here, so I rather use screw eyes. Well, it's nice. Provide some input, anyway. As said before, it's an antique book. Got it from Judith Bauman Books as well. Alright. Here's a German book. Actually it's a Swedish book. This is the German translation. It has turned to the Lure Carver's Bible over here in Germany by Hans Nordin, a famous Swedish angler. That's very nice. He's elaborately explaining how he's brush painting his lures, and they're top coating, not quite up to date anymore because the book was already written in the 90s, I guess. Anyway, but here the crankbait dynamics are explained. It's a pity you can't get, there's no English issue around, I guess only Swedish and German. It's highly recommended, this book. They have a cheap reprint around here in Germany. That cost only a fraction of the original, but it's the same, only the size is smaller, contents is the same. Here's the famous PM kit. Virtually every German lure carver has this book on his shelf, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna make a second part, because later my camera would slow down the frame rate again.